I wanted to ask if you thought that there was sort of like takeaway lessons for people who are dealing with clients perhaps, or people who are in training as therapists or analysts, for if there are aspects of your work, of your book, that could be of interest or import to them.
That's interesting. Yes, I mean, I am certainly humbled as a non-clinician myself, so I don't want to pretend that I have the answers for clinicians. I do find I myself found some of what I talk about in the 5th chapter, in terms of resources, ways of thinking about sitting with fear and what in fact helps people sit with fear, rather than, some of the cognitive behavioral therapy approaches of pushing down, what would really happen if this thing you fear happened? Would it be so bad, right? Trying to get to the bottom of a fear and sort of unearth it so that we might no longer be afraid of it. I think, as I'm sure many people realize, those sorts of things, the idea of trying to dig up and uproot and then get rid of fears, I think is not where much of the focus is now. I think the focus is and should be on the living with fears, because I think it is true. We are currently living in some really terrifying times, and not just currently. Many generations have been living in these times. But I think coping with and coming to see fear as something that we can live with, rather than trying to avoid or get rid of. Anything that we can do to support that, I think I'm in favor of.